So thank you for joining us on this Giving Tuesday. We're in here with our Saki Monkeys and their Uncle Mike, our iguana up there. And we just wanted to tell you a little bit about our Sakis and why this day can be extra important for them. So as you'll notice, throughout our exhibit, we have a whole bunch of toys. We have hanging toys, we have puzzle feeders in the back, we have them high, we have them low. And that's because these guys are foragers. So in the wild, they would spend most of their day climbing through the trees looking for food. So we want to mimic that in this environment so they stay stimulated and busy. I'm also giving them some treats right now. So something that you guys can do to help us out, help keep these guys enriched and engaged, is you can check out our Amazon wish list, which you'll see at the bottom of this, or if you check out our support page, Elmwood Park Zoo's Amazon wish list, and you can help us buy these guys some toys and puzzle feeders to help keep them stimulated. If this is your first time joining us, you might not know that we actually had 2 babies born here at Elmwood Park Zoo, and this is one of them. This is Bungie. He's our latest baby. He'll be a year old in February, and Bungie, being a baby monkey, is very inquisitive, so he spends a lot of his time getting into trouble, which means that sometimes he plays with things that he shouldn't, so we like to make sure we give him appropriate toys to play with. Some of baby Bungie's favorite toys include parrot toys, little bells or chimes, things like that. And they also like things that can be difficult. So sometimes there's some dog puzzle feeders that we use, and we'll stuff that full of food, and they'll have to kind of sift through and find it themselves. So as I said earlier, our monkeys also share their exhibit space with Uncle Mike, our iguana, up there. But if you've been to the zoo before, you might actually have also seen them with our Patagonia Mara in their outdoor exhibit when they spend time outside. And the Patagonian Mara are really cool because they're cold weather tolerant, so they can stay outside all year round. But we like to give everybody a little extra heat, just to make their lives a little bit cozier. So for them, what we're asking for are heat mats. We call them pig blankets. And that just makes their shelter a little bit more cozy warm. So that way they can continue to stay nice and warm outside. These guys will stay nice and warm inside. And then when temperatures come up again, everybody can play together again. Enjoy that. So I'm also giving them some nuts right now. That's just to keep them engaged with us. But we actually use chopped nuts for training. And something that you could do to help the keepers out a lot would be to get us some training pouches, because right now we've got our hands kind of full. We have, nuts in our pockets and just in a little bin here. And sometimes when we're not looking, if we're feeding one, somebody else will come up behind us and take a handful and leave. So if we have a training pouch on ourselves, it would make it a little bit easier to prevent some pirating. So that would help us out a lot too.
We also need our hands free for during training, because a lot of times we'll need our hands to point to things or give them hand cues to show them what we need them to do for us. So we need to be able to have our hands free and not necessarily be holding a container all the time. So a training pouch would be an awesome help.
So I'll show you one that we're borrowing from another department. So this is what a training pouch looks like. Essentially, you put the food in here, and then you could put it on your hip, so your hand's free, and you can do what you want. So these guys know stationing, so typically I can say, here, goes, good, and then he'll get rewarded for going where I asked him to. But like I said earlier, that's a little bit more difficult if you're juggling food, pointing, trying to reward, so that would be super helpful for us. But honestly, a little known tip about zookeepers is when our animals receive new toys and enrichment, we all get excited. It's like Christmas for all of us. And we can't wait to give them something new, to see how they interact with it and how they play with it. And we're especially lucky because we have some younger guys who almost always will check out something new. So please support us and continue helping our cause by checking out our Amazon wish list, which you can find in the link below or on our support page. And we appreciate everything you guys have been doing. We know it's been a difficult year for everyone. So thank you